program. I brought these individuals because I know they have a lot of information, a lot of knowledge when it comes to a very important topic, and that is creative marketing. But before I go there, I do want to mention that in my blog today, I talk about CNBC's Fast Money's premature announcement, where they announced it was weird. I don't know if you've been watching that Fast Money challenge that CNBC did. Before the show began, or right at the beginning of the show, the website announced who the winner was going to be. Yet people were watching that show for the first time to see who the winner was. It was really strange. So I talk about that. I'm not sure why that happened, but that's what my blog's about at Biz Plus Blog. So I want to encourage you to check it out. If you want to be kept up to date, really what we're doing and what's going on, the best way to do that is to subscribe to the Houston Business Review newsletter. About 50,000 Houstonians get that every week. Just go to HoustonBusinessReview.com, click in your email address, and right now we're giving away 2 free tickets to the Renaissance Festival once a week to a new subscriber. So we just encourage you to go there to Houston Business Review and put in your email address and get yourself a couple of tickets. All right, let's see. That's a form of creative marketing right there, right? It's one of the reasons why we got 50,000 recipients is because we've done things like that. We've given away tickets to the Copperheads and that type of thing. And so that's examples there. So let's start right here with Robbie. You know, you and I are involved in some projects right away. I'm not sure that's where you're going to go, but those are some creative things you're doing. But what came to mind when I invited you to talk about this topic?
Well, when you invited me to come and talk about creative marketing, my first thought was, oh, he wants someone to talk about video, just because that is where I've been for so many years, video and the web in particular. You know, over 5 years now, we've had video on our website. That was as soon as you could embed video in Flash, we were there, and it has made a tremendous difference in the websites that we have done along the way. You know, which has now even led into broadcast shows like what you and I are working on. And you know, we just launched a new website. Phonoscopelegal.com, and you should see it. It's amazing. I mean, we've got video, and we use it to deliver the message of the website as well, because we know out there people have attention spans of gnats when they're going on the web. I mean, you're fast. You're just click, 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 and you're going along. And so by incorporating video in there, we can give a message in 30 seconds that it may take someone 2 minutes to read, you know. And so it speeds up the process, the delivery process, by having video on there. And then, you know, of course, like what you and I are involved in is collaborating with people that you might not have collaborated with before to just enhance that video or that content, web content, so that you're getting a lot of creative juices all converging in one place. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, I know your addition to our show has been very positive, and you and I have a lot of fun. I mean, I look forward to just hanging out with you when it comes to doing the TV type of gig. So I think it's been a very interesting endeavor.
Yes, absolutely. You know, and
it's just exploding now as we move into other arenas and that type of thing.
Sure. You know, when whenever you and I were talking and I interviewed you on the show, I got some comments back there like, hey, we really enjoyed that. That was great, because they had never seen the two hosts on there at the same time talking to one another, you know. And
it was a lot of fun.
You know, and it was just changing it up. It was, you know, doing something a little bit different every now and then. Really throws in that creative element there.
I'm going to have to interview you on TV one time. That'll be a good idea. That'll be a lot of fun. Andy, when I brought this topic to you, what did you think about it?
Well, as always, whenever you bring up a talk to me, Kevin, I always have to go into research mode.
He does
think through interesting examples that we could use. But before we do that, I wanted to establish the preface of marketing. I go by the marketing evangelist and stealth marketer online, integrating both the traditional marketing as well as the Web 2.0 stuff. But, you know, we've all heard the 5 Ps of marketing, you know, price, product, promotion, place, packaging. Jack Trout introduced positioning, being able to position a product in the consumer's mind so they have those, you know, feelings that you would want to captivate. For example, we've talked about Harley Davidson and Starbucks, you know, establishing those elements in our mind. There was another book that was written called Lateral Marketing, and basically lateral marketing is what you're doing, Kevin. You know, when you segment a market, which has traditionally been the positioning strategy, for example, a category like cereal. You know, you have warm and hot cereals, you have fruit cereals, you have cereals for kids. There was a company in Europe that launched a bar called the Hero Bar. And employing the lateral marketing dynamics, what they wind up doing is positioning or co-branding or co-marketing or putting 2 markets together. They looked at the snack bar industry and they looked at the cereal industry, and what they wind up doing is covering their cereal bar in a type of chocolate with a little bit of caramel. And in essence, what happened is that product became a cereal that you could eat, you know, 24/7. And so that was an example of what lateral marketing and positioning was able to do for this particular company. There's some other examples we'll talk about.
And just remember, the first P in marketing is price.
Right?
Oh, sorry.
You can get real creative with pricing.
Hey, that's not bad for 7:14 in the morning. Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How about you, Ken, when I invite you in?